Showtime. Ladies and gentlemen, week 1 was an absolute disappointment. I'm not gonna talk about it. I mean, some games weren't all that bad. I mean, Lions thankfully beat the Chiefs. I mean, Patrick Mahomes had the most interceptions in the league for, what was it, like 2 days or something like that. I mean, the Bengals were a complete disappointment to the Browns. I was thinking of switching my prediction to the Browns, but sucker up for teams that have been good in the past, and I guess I got what I deserved. Lamar thankfully beat Mr. Babyface. We thank him for that. Thank you so much. San Francisco just kicked the crap out of Pittsburgh. Come on, let's freaking go. Saints and Titans. I was just keeping my eye on that score. Like, I was straight up like, Jimmy G he just takes this football and just wipes Russell Wilson's ass. But without further ado, let's actually get to week 2. Opening up Thursday Night Football, it is the Vikings at the Eagles. Looking at how the Vikings performed, again, not being biased towards favorite team here, I don't know. Like, how am I supposed to, this is the exact same scenario I was in between Lions and Chiefs. Is that similar? I don't know. It feels a bit similar. I'm sorry. I have to give it to the Vikings. I think they may improve after, Kirk Cousins or whoever, Justin Jefferson gives some, good old pep talk before the game. I want to be on my knees praying Greg Joseph does not miss a field goal. So, by the way, here's my reaction from last week. I recorded a reaction with the Lions and Chiefs game, and I recorded a live reaction of the field goal that Bass almost missed, sending the game into overtime.
Oh, you know it.
3, 2, get your man up. Yes, up. Ooh, overtime. Okay. I almost had a heart attack. Vikings may come back this week, and if they do, it's going to be huge. If Philly wins, it's obviously going to be no surprise. Philadelphia had a bit of a tough time in New Orleans, and they are not a really positive team. They don't have their offensive coordinator anymore, so I'm going to have to give it to the Vikings here. I don't think Philadelphia might win the okay, they're going to win the division. I don't think they're going to get this one. Ravens at Bengals. Yeah, I'm sorry. Bengals, they don't tend to start really good this in the beginning of the season, so Baltimore is gonna just whatever I said with 49ers and Steelers. Seahawks at Detroit. We're back. Detroit. Seahawks, they don't have Sean Payton anymore, and I feel like that was the one reason that they actually made it to the playoffs last year. But I feel like if they don't have Sean Payton anymore, they're not gonna be all that good. So Detroit. Colts at Texans. Anthony Richardson and the Colts. Bears at Buccaneers. I'm pretty sure the Buccaneers are favored to win this one. That's probably correct. I mean, Chicago just freaking ate dirt at Soldier Field on Sunday. Anyway, what I'm saying is this is gonna be a pretty obvious win for the Buccaneers. I'm sorry. Chiefs at Jaguars. I can't root for the Jaguars if the Chiefs are playing, so I'm sorry. The reason I'm rooting for them is because my uncle and I are having a little wager to see how many of us got. I'm positive at any time, but here's the prediction so far. Prediction Chiefs, they're gonna sweep them up 31-17 for the score. Chiefs. Packers at Atlanta. No, Packers. The only reason they scored 38 points is because the Chicago defense ate a bunch of tofu before they went out on the field and were slugging across there. They couldn't even defend a single touchdown. In my defense, Packers prediction. Raiders at Bills. The Raiders, they do have the Eagles' offensive coordinator, and I don't know his name. This is going to be a fun game to watch. This is what's happening. This is at 12 o'clock. This is probably the game that I will be watching because this is going to be extremely interesting. This is going to be a game to watch. Chargers at Titans. Both defenses suck. The Saints' offense ate a bunch of hail before they went into the field and just absolutely dominated. So I'm going to have to say Chargers here just because of their offense is really strong. 49ers at Rams. This is a game to see. I'm going to go 49ers here because it's just 49ers. So, Giants at Cardinals. I feel like the only reason that the Giants didn't score is because, one, their kicker was just like Dallas' kicker last postseason in the game against the Buccaneers. Giants, I guess. I don't know. If Saquon Barkley even wants to play for the Giants, then he'd better play as strong as he can. Jets like Cowboys. Again, Jets, I feel like the only reason that they won was because of all the motivation that Aaron Rodgers kind of, he just vibed it all out. That tendon, when it snapped in half, it sent out vibes And that was probably the only reason they won, so Cowboys. And also because it was probably 9/11. Commanders or Broncos? I feel like the only reason the Broncos didn't do good was because home turf, you know, breathing in some of that nice Colorado air, and maybe swallowed a few tons of pollen or whatever was in the air at that moment. But Denver, I guess. Don't with the Patriots. I'm sorry, Patriots. I can't do this for you. I'm sorry. Tua and Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle, whoever's on there, they're just gonna play their best out. So, Miami. Monday Night Football. Saints at Panthers. Panthers, if they can't stand against Atlanta, then they can't stand against Derek Carr and the Saints. So, Saints all the way. And then the final game, again, apparently also on Monday Night Football, which is weird because I've never seen 2 games on Monday Night Football. Browns at Steelers. If Browns could wipe their turf with the Bengals, and they can wipe the Steelers on their own turf too. So Browns will get this one. Score prediction, 24-17. That's week 2 for you. Coming back next Wednesday with a crappy edited video because I only have 1 day to edit it. Later.